Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing a review of some of these bands I got from Amazon. So you can see here, this is the green band, I'm wearing it, got this on Amazon. There's two different styles. I'll put a link to the ones I ordered in the description. If you like this style, you can hit the link to order these. This is a Tactix, basically a Phoenix 7X. 26 millimeter band size is what this uses, but you can make reference to these bands for any of the other Garmin watches. So these are the notocity, N-O-T-O-city. There's two different styles. This is Noto. There's another one that basically makes the same thing, ancool. Now, one thing to be careful if you are going to order these is there's two different designs. One is, see how the back is black, and then it has this contrast in the loopholes. So I prefer that style to just the solid. So I got the green color, I got red, and I got white. I don't like the white. I'm gonna end up returning this. I think the color, it's like plasticky and it doesn't add to the watch. I think it actually makes the watch look cheaper. So I don't recommend the white. I don't know about the white without the contrast, but my guess is it's going to be similar. This white is just, I don't know. I don't like it. There's also some issues with this band. They're gonna be hard to see, but you see that the mating between the two is a little bit off. Now these are really minor things, no one's ever gonna notice that, but the quality is certainly not like buying from Garmin. I also noticed that there's almost a little dip right here in these mating surfaces. Now, these are like $13 each, and they come in a sleeve. They come with two Torx drivers. They're very similar to the Garmin ones. I'll go through that here in a second, or the ones you can get from Garmin. You can also buy a 3-pack of these or a 6-pack of these, and it's cheaper. One thing I noticed is they don't sell this contrasting band with black on the back and a contrast loop on the front in those 3 or 6-packs. So if you're gonna get the contrasting, which I think are a lot nicer than the plain, you might like the plain, but you have to buy them individually. There's a couple complaints that people have on Amazon about these bands, these knockoff bands. The first one is people said that the watch will not sit flat. And I found that if you push it a little bit, you can get it pretty flat. That does also make it tricky to install, but I'll show you a trick to install these. So, I mean, you can get it to sit like that. Pretty close to flat, not exactly flat, but the reason for that is, so this is a Garmin band. This is what my watch came with. It's a little bit hard to visualize, but there's a little more material on the end here of the knockoff ones. And so that bunches up in the pivot point and stops it from sitting flat. I don't feel like that's any sort of problem. But for some people that could be annoying, especially on the install. Another thing is, this is probably not going to be easy to see, but the Garmin silicone bands are slightly thinner than the knockoff Amazon ones. Also, this kind of nice texturing on the Garmin ones. Now, not all of them have that from Garmin. This black 7X band has that little bit of texturing here. You can't really see that, but it's a minor point. Another difference that I did notice on the knockoff ones, the little tongue is skinnier. I don't think that's gonna break very easily, but certainly if you crank down on that or if it hits something, there is a chance that this little tab is gonna break. I've worn it for about 2 days now. I've exercised. I've slept with it. Woo! I slept with it on. So getting these notocity knockoff ones on and off, show you how that works. push the tab, and then they just pop right off. Now, getting them back on, people struggled because, again, this has a larger profile than the regular ones, but I found if you just push them on, they just click right on rather than trying to fiddle with this tab in here. You just push it on and they just, I mean, that's the easiest watch band I've ever had to change. And then just getting it off, same thing, just pops right off, pops right off. Now the Garmin ones, very similar. You just push them on and you can hear that positive retention is better with the Garmin one, but, and then see how easy it goes flat. And that's just because there's less material on this band, but they're both pretty similar. I mean, I just read on Amazon people had a difficulty getting them on, but really, again, you just line it up and push it on and just keep that angle a little bit lower than going straight on. And you don't have to like pull that thing apart, pull that spring tab down. You can just push it down, but you can see this has a little bit more challenge going flat, but I mean, it does go. It just, you know, you gotta rock it up a little bit. I haven't had any complaints with the knockoff ones. I find it to be pretty comfortable. You can see there a little bit of the difference. I find it to be very comfortable, actually, but you can tell that it is a cheaper material than the Garmin. One other thing to notice, a lot of people complained, I wouldn't say a lot, but I noticed several reviews on Amazon where people said that they had an allergic reaction to the knockoff ones. And I think there's two issues there. One is they are not using a similar quality. I mean, it's Chinese, I mean, whatever. You're paying $13 versus $50 for one from Garmin, but they're not using a similar quality of silicone. And one thing I noticed is the odor. I've had other, I'll say medium end watches, and when I've ordered replacement silicone bands, they have kind of a sweet smell. It doesn't smell toxic or anything. These bands, it's very hard to notice, but they do have a slight stench to them, which leads me to believe they're not using as nice of a silicone. The Garmin one, it almost has like a sweet, pleasant smell. The smell on this one did go away after about 2 days, so I think that might be one issue if people have a skin allergy, that it could be the chemicals they use to make the band. And the other issue is, so on the hardware, this is on the white one, I took off the clasp. And I noticed here, it might be hard to see, but on this, you see how that finish is coming off on this a bolt basically that holds the clasp together. And I would think I wouldn't wear this one in the shower. I would only wear the Garmin ones in the shower. But anytime anyone who has a skin allergy gets cheaper metals next to their skin, like this is all, I mean, brand new, and it's already that coating is coming off, you're gonna get an allergy. So I would think that's causing it. It could also be from whatever metal they're using in the clasp itself. You can see that thin little tongue. I actually did find that this is a pretty solid piece. It has the same weight and heft as the Garmin one. I'm not sure where the Garmin bands are made. I'm gonna guess Taiwan, because there's a stamp on the watch that says Taiwan. But the tongue is much better. The tongue is better on the Garmin bands. This feels about the same, the clasp, although they're probably using better materials, using better metal to make those. Now the big difference, the tactix comes with these nylon bands. And the first thing that I noticed in comparing these is the tongue, that's thicker than the Garmin one. If I can get the camera to show that. So you have a slightly heavier duty tongue. Again, this is the Garmin regular black silicone band, and this is the Tactix nylon band. You can also get these nylon bands on Garmin's website. And I think there is some value in ordering this if you want nylon. I like I like this nylon band that I got with the watch. The other major difference is on the nylon band from Garmin and the Garmin silicone band, this is all metal on the nylon one. This whole piece here is all metal, and it has a very positive spring retention, and that piece is metal as well. And this has a different style here to keep it together. I did notice though there's a little bit of noise that comes from that, but it's really minor. So that is a significant difference because the nylon bands on the Garmin website are $130. Now, one thing is when you get the watch and you register it, you'll get a 15% off coupon. So if you just want one or two colors in the silicone bands are $50 and you'll get a 15% off coupon. So that's like $42. You can get the Amazon ones for $13, but if you have any sort of skin allergy or you just want to spend the money, I mean, it's, $700, $800, $900 watch, 1,000, 11, whatever you model you get, spending the money on a nicer band. But I mean, if you have different outfits or you just want the options to have different bands, I do like this green and I do like this red. I think those are nice colors that Noto makes. But Garmin sells kind of similar ones. I didn't like Garmin's red. See how it's like orange? And they have an orange, but their red is not. Maybe it looks better in person. Maybe it's less orange. But anyways, you can see there, it's $50 and it's, genuine Garmin. And they have some other nice colors, it looks like the sandstone, coyote tan. I like those. But I mean, if I'm gonna get 3 of them, $150, wasn't really excited to spend all that. This blue looks really nice too. Then they have this other type of nylon, which is the Ultra Fit. I think that's just kind of like a Velcro, sticks together. And then they have the heathered red nylon, that looks nice, but it's $150. And then like the Tactix band, so this is $130. But again, I mean, you're getting a really nice thick nylon band that I've been very happy with the metal ends, and I mean, that's like almost bomb proof, it seems. They have a green nylon that looks nice, and then this tactical coyote, that's probably pretty cool too. I did order an FDE nylon from a third party, and I'll be getting that soon, so I'll put a video of that. They also sell leather, and then they have a titanium. These are in the 26, so the leather looks okay. I wasn't really that excited about it. You can see here the back, it's darker, and it's got this like two-tone thing going on. So I don't know. I mean, if you could see this stuff in stores, it's hard to find this stuff and to look at it and see how it feels and how I like it, maybe. But they also sell some leather ones on Amazon. I don't think I would get those. They just didn't look nice enough to me, and there's bad reviews. So I think these silicone ones, if you're just gonna get, like I said, one, you just want one color to match, different outfits you wear or whatever, different uses, then I would just get it from Garmin. But if you want several, then you're gonna have to consider these Amazon, because it's just too expensive to buy them all from Garmin, unless you just know what you want and you get them and you enjoy what you have and know it's the best quality. But so far I've been happy with this, these two colors and the Noto. Again, these have the contrasting black. I didn't like the white. This one's gonna go back. And if you have any sort of sensitivity to metals, I would not order these. I would get the Garmin, especially if you're if you've already tried the Garmin band that your watch came with and you don't have any allergy. But yeah, I would say that the Amazon ones are just as comfortable as the Garmin ones. And I would think that the longevity is going to be very good on the knockoff ones. But keeping in mind, I mean, you get what you pay for. You can kind of see this is just fresh, new out of the package, and that coating is wearing off. But they seem to use pretty decent screws. I highly doubt they're using stainless, which is what would probably be recommended. But I don't know if Garmin is using stainless either. They probably are. I mean, for $50 for these tiny little screws, I would think they're using stainless, which is why people are not having the same reports of allergies with the Garmin bands versus these notocity aftermarket ones. So I'll post another video when I get my third-party band. That's supposed to be really nice. Those are like Mickey something designs. And otherwise, these nylon bands are real nice too, that I really enjoy wearing this one. It's a little bit less comfortable though than the silicone. So, I mean, that's a trade-off, but you know, nice metal clasp, very strong, positive hold on the wrist. So good for more tactical uses, hunting, shooting, you know, whatever, military, law enforcement. But these are nice for every day and comfortable enough to sleep in. I do thank everybody for watching. Again, links in the description. If you guys have questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.